role of the federal government in large-scale neighborhood transformation programs cannot be underestimated. It's the Promise Zone that's a federal program. It's opportunity zones that are federal tax incentives that are used for neighborhood revitalization. And when we received the Promise Zone designation in 2015, we could not have imagined the impact that partnering with federal agencies has made here in Sacramento. The Promise Zone designation did not come with any automatic guaranteed funding, but what it did come with was a commitment by HUD and many of the federal agencies to reach across the aisle and outside silos and began to work with us at the local level to join and support the work that was already underway. So the relationships really began with the establishment of federal liaisons that were assigned to Promise Zones. Here in Sacramento, we have our own federal liaison who works with us and connects with federal agencies in Washington, D.C. and throughout the regions of HUD and other federal agencies, such that we can actually make a phone call and a federal agency, higher ranking federal agency, will actually pick up the phone, or we can send an email and we'll get a response back. That federal liaison that came with the Promise Zone designation has been a catalytic life changer for Sacramento. I remember the first agency that I got a call from was the regional director of USDA, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, calling us saying we would love to schedule a time to come meet with you and talk about how USDA can align and work with what you're doing in the Sacramento Promise Zone. And it's not only been USDA, it's been so many that if I start naming off federal agencies, I'm sure I'll leave out one or two. But it's made all the difference. In addition to that, not only did we get a federal liaison, but we got assigned 5 AmeriCorps Vista team members to assist us in laying the foundation for the Promise Zone and the incredible work that's gone on since 2015. Without our AmeriCorps Vista team members joining with us, we would never have made the progress that we have. What we are also really appreciative of our regional HUD and federal agency representatives who've come on numerous occasions and met with representatives here in Sacramento, from the mayor's office all the way down to the superintendent of schools. We have regular phone calls with federal agencies talking about the needs of Sacramento and how they can play a role in supporting that. If it hadn't been for the role of the federal liaison and those AmeriCorps Vistas, which we count on a daily basis, we would not see the success that we've seen. But what's great about it is now that opportunity zones have emerged, many of those goals and objectives are perfectly aligned with the work and the foundation that's been laid by the Promise Zone. So we expect to expand and take full advantage of every opportunity through the work of the Promise Zone and through the incentives of the opportunity zones, all to make Sacramento a place that works for everyone. And we really do appreciate the role of the federal government and federal agencies partnering with us here in Sacramento. You know, it's all about the promise, and we're doing work in the Promise Zone, and we're committed to keeping our promises in Sacramento, and federal agencies are helping us do that.